And we're back with a special episode of We Talk Over Monster Hunter World.
Cats Edition.
It's all for you, Kooks. And you too, Red. I mean, I didn't name my Palico after you.
He's really hoping that this is going to get any cat story I might tell out of the way. It's not.
If you you're telling me, I don't know if I have enough cat stories for 15 minutes. So if you somehow run out of 15 minutes of worth of fucking cat stories, and then you say some more fucking cat shit later on...
Oh, that's gonna happen.
I will break your chair underneath you. Alright, so these presets. What do we got here? Alright, I'm just gonna fucking around with the creation stuff, and we can just talk about cats.
That is a weird looking cat. The
Which?
last one? Yeah.
That one?
Yeah, what is with that cat?
The paws?
Everything!
I've seen faces like that before. He looks pissed off.
No, I've seen cats make that face. I've never seen them naturally have that face.
So, Kate Beckinsale, I didn't... so, my awesome viewers, It's Untold in particular, decided to go into Discord, and he was posting a Kate Beckinsale video every day. So one of them was during the interview. She was telling whoever the fuck I don't know who it is she's talking. I mean, I know who it is she's talking to, but I don't care. She was saying that her cat has a natural resting bitch face. Because she'll put fucking pictures of him on Instagram all the time, and he just sits there and lets her do whatever the fuck she wants to him, dress him up in whatever. She recently did one where she put a fucking lion ear and mane thing around it, and she was playing the Lion King in the background.
Oh boy!
And he was just sitting there, it's bitch face.
Just like, I am pissed, perpetually pissed. So those ears. Do cats ever have those ears?
I don't think so.
I don't believe so.
And also, perpetual eye closing is usually a sign of, well, there's something fucking wrong.
Right, maybe get that cat some disinfectant for its eyes.
Fur length?
Some shots or some eye drops. Some antibiotics.
Short? Oh, that's just,
That was weird looking.
It's just like seeing the skin or something. I mean, let's make the cat look more unhealthy.
Right? Poor kitty.
For thickness. Thin. What the fuck is happening?
He's gonna be one of those hairless cats. Oh, those make me angry.
Angry, huh?
So, I don't know if you knew this, but it's actually... cat breeding is pretty uncommon.
To get particular kinds of cats?
Right, yeah, I mean, like a lot of people will do dog breeding, right? Yeah, right. But cat breeding is not that common. I mean, it happens, but it's not as common as dog breeding, which has actually been very beneficial for cats.
Okay.
Because actually breeding like that tends to be very, very rough on the genome.
Yeah, and you get a whole bunch of different...
inbreeding...
Yeah.
bugs.
They're not patched correctly.
They need their updates. Oh, but it's actually... I was going to comment on one of the other cats' pictures. Not the one with the stupid, raccoon ears, which aren't even raccoon ears.
Like panda ears or
something.
I think that was what they're trying to go with. I don't fucking know what they're trying.
I don't either. This is an ugly-ass cat you're making, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Wait, this is just the little spot right over here.
And he's got the big pink spot on the end of his bulbous tail. I don't know
what the fuck even is that tail?
I don't. This isn't a cat.
This is apparently a cat on this world.
This is a cat panda hybrid mutant.
So they can argue that it's a palico.
Sure.
Because that's...
I mean, I guess cats don't walk on their hind legs either.
Oh, we might as well tell the people that since we recorded this, you have actually picked this game up.
Oh yeah.
And played it, and I don't know where you're at.
I'm not that far in. I've just killed Legiana. So I gotta descend down into the Rotten Vale.
Okay.
Again. I've been in the Rotten Vale, but I get to descend my airship down there.
I haven't even, eyes. Can he have some? Oh, there we go. Okay. So...
But they had the one picture with the cat with the floppy ears.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We can do the ears. The ears are next.
Oh, okay.
Let's do things that don't exist.
Yes.
Eye color doesn't matter.
So the floppy ears, where there. Cats do not have those kinds of ears normally. There's something wrong if a cat has ears like that.
Tail.
Chances are it's been inbred or it's got some sort of genetic disease.
So can it have a tail, or no tail and just knob?
That knob is very disconcerting. I'm not gonna lie.
All right, so we're basically making a new creature,
right? So here's a cool story though about cats. Are you ready? Cat story number 1.
I will be the judge of its coolness.
Okay, so when you domesticate an animal, there are certain physiological consequences for it. Like, for example, ears. If an animal normally has ears that stand upright, for whatever reason, the act of domestication will cause the ears to become droopy, which is why I was commenting on the droopy ears.
Okay.
Because cats don't get that. Also, other common signs of domestication are like dulling of the nails or the teeth, a decrease in intelligence, and also the tails tend to be like hang limp as opposed to stand upright.
Okay.
So if you think about dogs, a lot of these things are true to dogs, right? They got the droopy ears, the tails usually hang down, their claws and teeth aren't actually that sharp. I'm not going to say anything about their intelligence because it's hard to judge that, per se.
You don't want me to weigh in on that
one. But, like, although I will say, if you compare the intelligence of a domesticated dog to that of, say, a coyote or a wolf, the wild ones tend to be much smarter. Like, much more clever. And, but, like, if you look at a cat, though, they don't have any signs of domestication. Their ears stand upright, their tails are always up, they got super sharp claws and teeth, and they're actually very intelligent given their, very small body size and correlate that with the size of their brain.
This is fucking weird.
That is, that cat has been tagged by some gang members. The cat is a Crip, right? They were blue? I don't know. But, so cats show no signs of actually being domesticated. And if you even think about their attitude, people always talk about how cats are assholes, right? Okay. But, like, what's the number one thing you do when you domesticate an animal? Like, you breed out aggression, which is typically when people consider someone an asshole is because they're kind of aggressive.
Ah, shit.
Right? And so, like, but, like, cats, they're generally kind of friendly, but, like, if they don't like something, they usually let you know. And how do they let you know? They whack the shit out of you, or they bite you, or something, right? Like, they let you feel their pointy bits. So, like, they're actually fairly aggressive even still. Like, so I got all of this from an article I read on IFL Science, because that is the end-all, be-all to scientific knowledge, if you were wondering.
Sure.
What is happening to this cat?
This cat, went to a college party?
Yeah, he
got drunk and passed out, and they had paint.
They had fun with this poor kitty. But then, I read another article, dude, and it was pretty cool, because it was also talking about cats. and in the article, they were actually looking, I don't remember what evidence they were looking at, but they were actually starting to think that the process of domestication for cats was way, way different than any other animal humans have domesticated. Because normally when humans domesticate an animal is they find, the more like laid back or passive members of the species and then breed them and then only allow passive members to keep breeding, right? And then after a few generations, you've got a domesticated animal that's not aggressive.
Okay.
But with cats, they think that the process was a lot different. So, cats were domesticated about the same time as a lot of other animals, which was when humans were first developing agriculture. So one of the problems humans ran into as they first were developing agriculture was, they've got this awesome surplus of food, so they're going to store it, but when they start storing grains, what's going to come?
Rats?
Rodents! They're gonna,
I got it right.
Yeah, they're going to come for that stuff. They love that.
Yeah.
It's an easy pickings. And humans aren't that good at hunting rats.
Nope, look at Australia.
But then, what happens? What follows the rats? The cats. Because they're just, of course they have
owls.
The owls. And all of a sudden we have owlicos. No, but like, so...
It'd be great if the rats and the owls got rid of all the rats, and then the owls were like, oh, I guess we'll just start eating the cats now.
I mean...
I'm sure that's a popular opinion.
It's probably not a popular opinion. You would also be looking at only certain species of owl. Right, like the great horned owl, snowy owl, they could take cats.
Yeah.
But there's a lot smaller breeds of owls that could not. But so obviously the cats move in right behind the rats. And humans realize very quickly that this is a great thing. Because cats eat the rats, which is a pest, but they don't touch grain, because
cats don't care about the grain.
Cats don't care about grain. And so to keep the cats around, when the rats are getting, numbers are getting low, the humans are like, well, we gotta keep them around. They start throwing scraps of food out, right, for the cats or something. They try to keep the cats around. And so what happens? Cats begin naturally selecting for the behavioral traits that make them more like agreeable to living around humans. Things like approval-seeking behavior or reward-seeking behavior. Obviously just a lack of fear of humans.
So I thought you were going to say that the cats were going to start selecting. They were going to start selectively choosing the humans that they like the most, implying that they have the higher intelligence here.
That's all probably true. I'm pretty sure the cat clone research labs are the ones that were publishing these articles for us.
Totally.
But no, but the cats actually naturally select for being more agreeable with humans, and so what you actually get then is that humans didn't really domesticate cats. They more or less just domesticated themselves, but they did it naturally, right? It wasn't like a forced breeding program. Gotcha. Which then, take that back to the first thing I was talking about, with the ears, the claws, the entire lack of any signs of domestication that they normally have.
Right.
It makes sense.
Sure.
Right? Like, they weren't actually domesticated. They are humans' natural companion.
At the same time, you get the people that argue, and maybe it's just because they think that maybe they're arguing against some other extreme measure that's being presented by someone about something, but they're saying that there are just way too many cat breeds that if you stick them out there in the wild, they can't survive.
I'm not... So, I would say if you're talking about purebreds, that becomes more likely. I can't really comment on that. I've never taken a purebred and shredded it in the wild and then, tracked it to see if it survives or anything.
Just tag its ear real quick.
But, there are definitely... Some of the purebreds definitely have some issues. For example, like the skinless ones. That's a big issue.
What fucking market is that for? It's just, what part of the world is like, hey, I want muscle and fur. Nothing in between.
Fur right out of the sinew.
You know what? Can we just have the skeleton too? Just a furry skeleton. And then eyes.
Oh man.
And just beady cat eyes.
So the hairless was the word I was looking for.
Gotcha.
The hairless ones, obviously they're gonna have problems in a lot of climates because they have no way to regulate their body temperature. Like cats, it's actually considered cruel to shave a cat for that reason because they're very good at regulating their body temperature. They know how to do it, but they need their fur to do it.
Yeah.
And or like the ones they have the really smushed faces. Like what are they? No, it's not. Is it Persian maybe? But they have the really smushed faces.
According to Kate Beckinsale, it's a bitch face.
Face. But their sense of smell is really bad, which is gonna make it harder for them to hunt. Although cats don't rely a ton on their sense of smell, unlike dogs. Dogs have a crazy good sense of smell. But cats are much better with hearing and seeing. But stuff like that is gonna make it a lot rougher on them if you were releasing them in the wild. But take a mutt cat, which is pretty much every cat you find in America or probably anywhere else, outside of people who are selectively breeding cats. Most cats are just mutts, right?
Okay.
A tabby.
Sure.
A tabby is anything. It's a cat with stripes on it.
So a tabby and a mutt are the equivalents of each other?
Ish. Okay. There's a lot of mutt types of cats. I just use tabby as an example because people will say a tabby cat when they're talking about, the brown or kind of gray cat with, the black stripes on its back. They could have, a billion different types of patterns. It's not really a purebred tabby. I guess you can go for that, but for the most part, every tabby you ever come across is some sort of mixed breed.
Gotcha.
But you take a tabby and release into the wild, no, that cat's fine. Like that can all hunt. Like, I mean, granted, if they've lived indoors all their life and have never really gotten to go out much, they might struggle and they might not make it because they've never really been taught how to be outside. But like, if you've got a cat that's lived, gotten to go outside at all, they'll be fine.
So what about? Do you have any stories?
Well, I mean, so like our cat Darby.
Okay.
That cat. I mean, I don't know if I've told you about this.
That's the one that I remember when I first went over. I started going over your place. You were telling me. I think that was the one that would always get onto the top of the house, and then if you tried to pet her when she was up there, she would bat at you. She wouldn't let you.
The cat tree.
The cat tree thing, yeah.
No, that was Haley.
That was Haley?
Haley, yeah.
Darby's the new one.
Darby's the new one, the black one, yeah. And like, so Darby though, I'm not sure how long, but when the Animal League got her, she was living in the wild, right? There's like, she's a stray cat. Like that cat is a super effective and efficient hunter. Like,
you did tell the story about the lizard.
Yeah, I mean, I did tell. Okay, good. So you guys already heard the lizard story. I mean, her lizard count has got to be, I don't know, above 20 at this point.
Stop letting that dumbass cat outside.
Why, she's keeping the lizard population in check.
The lizards are keeping the bugs in check. You want the lizards. And on top of that, what the fuck happened to the last cat that went outside? Why do you have Darby?
Hey,
let's go over this one. Why do you have Darby?
Hey, man.
I
can't stop her. The kids open the door. The cat goes out.
Stop the kids from opening the door.
They have hands.
Put them on a leash and tie it to the fucking bottom of the stairs.
This is why Riylo does not have kids.
Kids have leashes. I've seen them.
But like, I have now had to clean up 2 bird carcasses off my patio because of Darby.
That also eat bugs from time to time.
Hey, cats eat bugs too, all right?
That's where no, not as well. You need to let... I'm just saying. The reason why you have Darby is because Johnny ran out and fucking died.
Both?
Got hit by a car.
That's true.
So, gotta have the good with the bad stories here, of course.
It was very sad. The good thing, though, is both the birds she's brought in, well, didn't bring in, both birds have been pigeons. You know how much I hate pigeons?
Those are the fucking loud ones that fucking hoot and make me think these are owls.
Yes!
Yeah, those are annoying.
And they have giant shits, and they they congregate in massive number. Oh, they're the worst. They're not... Pigeons aren't even native to North America. They got brought over from the the old world, which is why they're everywhere, because they didn't have any natural predators. Thankfully, other predators decided, well, let's just start killing pigeons. But they haven't done it in great enough numbers. You have no idea, man. I have seriously considered adopting a falcon and training it to hunt pigeons.
No, I tried to look into getting an owl, but apparently owls won't stay at your place if they find a better place. And you don't get an owl statue because the fucking pigeons just shit all over it.
Right.
Because they'll know it's not a real thing.
It'll spook them at first, but then...
You're right, a falcon might be better. But I was told, like, an owl, you can make a nice roost for an owl, but it chooses whether or not it lives there. Yeah. So, I don't know.
A falcon, though, like, people have trained falcons to, hang out with them.
Yeah, I'd fucking do that. All right, well, Kooks, I hope you enjoyed our discussion of catses and things while you got to see me make things that don't exist.
The best news, actually. I only got to talk about my cool cat domestication stuff. I didn't share any real cat stories.
Which is what I fucking asked you for. That's what I fucking asked you for. No. We're gonna start playing Luigi's Mansion where there are no fucking cats.
Don't worry guys, I will find a way.
I will fucking edit it out. Because I can do that. I have the power. Alright guys. We will see you next time, but for now, we are done talking.
I wish I could work the word meow into a bye.